As you can see on my screen, I've triggered an Ultraplan, which simply gets triggered from your terminal and is now available on the Claude Web UI. So as soon as I click open on this link and open this right away, you can see I already get options right here to switch between. So I have the option to technically give it what do I want it to, and I'm giving it inputs in the plan in a more visual way, and that is the whole power that Claude is bringing now from Ultraplan, from the terminal to the web. So I'm going to give it a couple of options and say it's now taking these inputs and creating a plan for my dashboard. So I've given it a task to update my dashboard, which I'm using. This is a local dashboard where I have multiple images that I use in my YouTube videos, and it is now going ahead and updating that as a plan. At the same time, my terminal is free for me to do anything. For example, I can ask it to explain me the sketch explainer skill, right? Again, and I can ask it to do that while the plan is being ready. So you can see very simply here, Ultraplan is just there, right? It's not ready for us right now, and the terminal, it shows up just returns Ultraplan. And as soon as we again, the plan is completely ready on the web, we will see that this will change into Ultraplan is ready, and we can go ahead and manage that. The idea here is that, very simply, that we get a complete plan on the web. As you can see right here on my screen, it has come up and is also looking much better on what I would be able to see on the terminal. So you can see it has given multiple options here for me to change stuff. I can approve the plan, change it, update it. I can also give inline comments. So I can say update UI for Jarvis, not auto research, and I'm going to send these edits very simply automatically to the plan. The idea that I can do this visually is just better, because I always used to get plans in Claude which I'll have to change and go from it, and it would always be busy, and I'll have to spin up multiple instances of that. And this adds a lot of value because now it is visual. I would never get this kind of stuff in the terminal, just because the limitations of what you can do with the terminal are pretty real. But here I can update the plan much more visually. So I'm going to say new Jarvis dashboard and keep running that. Now, until this is happening, let me show you how to actually set this up. And you just need to start your Claude option. And then very simply, to start a plan, all you need to write is write Ultraplan, right? And whatever you want it to plan for. So if I say again, build me a new style of navigating my Jarvis OS, right? Again, I can just press enter and it will ask you to run the Ultraplan or not run that right now. I'm just going to say run Ultraplan, and it will give us a session link that you can use to see the plan. So if I click on this, very simply, it will open a new link which will be a completely brand new plan that I can use as I want. It will go ahead and start searching through your code base, and this is living on Claude Web. And now you can use this terminal for whatever you want, and even once it is ready, we can take it up forward. But now the magic happens when we have something ready. So if you see here, our previous plan is more or less quite close to ready. It has the new update, it has the new options of how I want. I kind of like the plan of this. And now I have two options. Either I can allow Claude to start coding inside the web, or I can bring all of this back to the terminal. And for me right now, I want to bring it back to the terminal. So I'm going to select the option number 2, and it will bring all of this right here in the terminal in front of you. So you can see here, we have the plan available where it says, okay, I have a new plan and this is what it means. Now, either you can start a new session where go ahead and start implementing this. So I'm going to let it implement the plan, and the power that Ultraplan is trying to bring you from Claude's perspective is to give you an option to browse from an actual visually rich experience. Just to show you a couple of more features of the plan, very simply, you have different pages available here of the plan, and you can navigate them in a much better format. You can see the settings, the skills. Different plans will have different options, and you can see them and verify them as needed. I can also come here and very simply say, okay, this is how the weekly briefs look like, and this is what the dashboard might look like. I can also go ahead and select something and just very simply say, well, I don't like this, and I can give it an emoji. So I can say weekly briefs. Okay, great, amazing. I like them, and that's great. So let's say I don't like the single page application. I can select this step, and let's say I don't like this option of what it's proposing. I can say, what would it take for us to build a better UI, right? And I can comment on that. And very simply now I can say send the edited plan with 2 comments. So I have given some emoji reactions, I've given some comments, and I can just send it all out, and it will be very simply it says that your edits are suggestions and they might or might not go ahead, and that is completely fine. We're giving it suggestions and in a much more easier and faster way. And now you can see after inputting our inputs from the UI, it has also given us more options. What do you like? Do you like an OS launcher or a mission control setup? I kind of like the mission control setup, and probably we choose React plus White. And then we will see how the plan comes out. But the idea that you can visually change the plan, give it comments, and edit the plan in a much more better way should be pretty interesting to most people. This is a no-brainer to start using right away. And let me quickly show you what the last plan showed up and created. And this is the new Jarvis image browser that they've created that I can browse between. So I have thumbnails, I have sketches, I have the research options, and a quite amazing setup available here. And this looks pretty good compared to what I had. Just to explain why Claude is actually doing this is because of this particular reason. In terminal, there is a limit of what you can do. And most people actually, like, again, the pro developers are all in the terminal. So it's a way for them to, like, technically move people from terminals to a more visual format where you can technically do a bit more. And again, like, again, move between different ecosystems without breaking your head. And the idea that you can do this in a much better way and they have added super cool features is just crazy. Go ahead and test it out and let me know what you think about it, because I believe a lot of people will just start using Ultraplan a lot more. I know I will, because just planning everything in a more visual format is again easier. We were not supposed to live in the terminal, guys. So again, this is a great way forward. Go ahead and test out Ultraplan right now and let me know what you think in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button. It's literally 3 a.m. right now and I've burned through $10 of tokens just to test this. So let me know what you think and I'll see you in the next one.